hanging clothes on the clothesline, doing all the cooking, doing all the sewing.
You were so busy.
You know.
Plus, you weren't by yourself.
No.
And she was never
I know
late.
one time I had all y'all ready for church, and I went out there, and that silly thing, the darn tailpipe, you know, you had to, on Mars Street, you had to go around the back, and I looked, that tailpipe was flat on the ground. Had on high heel shoes and a dress, which you don't wear much anymore. Took my hand under there, and I couldn't really see, but I just gave it a lift up. And, get in the car, kids. And we drove to church, and it stayed there. Now, how in the world that took place? That was my first, well, it was a miracle. You know, I knew that God.
Daddy, what's one thing that about your growing up years that we probably don't know or don't adequately know that we maybe forgot when mother didn't watch yours? Like growing up. Yeah, what is it? When you think about your childhood years, like the 18, 16, what's one thing that either we don't know about life growing up, or maybe that you've mentioned before, but we've probably maybe forgotten?
Me?
Yeah, you and then mother.
Well, you know, kind of like what you said a while ago, we were poor, and everybody was poor then. We didn't have, we didn't have anybody. I would work all day long for 75 cents. Work till midnight, you know, and get 75 cents.
What kind of work were you doing?
We're in a grocery store, dry goods store, or just anywhere, chop cotton, pick cotton, anything, make 50 cents a day. We just didn't have any money at all. And you know, that's why when I left home, in the February of 1946, I was 16 years old. And I made $150. I was gone about 7 weeks. Come back to Norfolk, Virginia, had $150. I was rich. Oh, I thought that was more money than I'd ever, you know, and caught a bus from Norfolk back home and still had a lot of money, you know. It was just, you know, things were hard. Like now then, you know, even y'all, as hard as y'all had it, y'all didn't have nothing like what we did. Like, you know,
each generation is.
yeah. Right.
Each generation's level of poor.
Demands more too, you know.
Right.
Mother, what about you? What's one thing we don't really probably know about or don't adequately know about your childhood?
It was a good childhood. I would rush home. Back then it was radios. And I had to walk to school, which was a good mile or more, back and forth, you know, whatever. And I'd get home about dark. That's, you know, about 4:30 by the time I walked home. And I would turn on the radio with Mama, because she listened to the radio a whole lot of the time. It's like TV now, I guess. And watch some of the things with Mama. And I was Mother's shadow, and she made, her being content made me content. Daddy being content made me content. I mean, you know. I've seen Mother wear the same old dress all the time, and the same old, and
Mother was a cheerleader in high school. Mother was very smart. Daddy recently said that she made wonderful grades. She
I was one of the top 10, but there wasn't much
one of the top
competition.
10 of the class.
And I was
Was there
stretching.
10?
Oh.
And she was
I tied for the top 10.
she was a leader. She was popular.
But
Where you
Tony,
get it?
oh, I was most beautiful, y'all. Let me brag a minute. Most
That's not surprising.
You were most beautiful in your class?
Yes.
In the school.
No, class. It's seniors, that's all. But anyway, talking about him.
Y'all know Michelle was most beautiful too?
Oh, yes. But he should have channeled, because he's the one with the memory, the brain, I mean, if he had wanted to at an earlier age, if a mama had been standing here, son, you can do better than that. And a lot of times, Mama didn't have to say you can do better than that. She just set the example. And I thought, well, Mother would not be pleased with that, you know. And that kept me from doing a lot of things that you know, if I hadn't had a mother like him. Because knowing that someone depends on you or looking for, you know, the best, you know, it helps.
Daddy, did you consider college?